Hey there, welcome to the video. Now, if you're looking for a proven low competition way to generate passive income online, you're in the right place. Today, I'm going to be revealing a simple yet highly profitable KDP niche that's earning books over $1,600 a month with not a lot of effort. You might be wondering, is this really possible for me? Can I actually make money publishing books without being a writer or a designer? The answer is a resounding yes. Amazon Kindle's direct publishing platform makes it easy for anyone to create and sell books, and I'm here to guide you to a niche that's wide open for success. You don't need prior experience, a big budget, or hours of daily work. What you need is a niche that's in demand, easy to create for, and has low competition to maximize your profits. And I did exactly that. I've done the research, and in just a moment, I'll unveil the exact niche that checks all those boxes. So stick with me because this opportunity is perfect for beginners and seasoned publishers alike. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Jeff, and this channel is all about becoming self-sufficient when it comes to making money online. So if this sounds like you, feel free to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. With that being said, let's get right to it. Now, imagine creating a product once and watching the sales roll in month after month. That's the power of KDP, and the niche that I'm about to share is your ticket to that reality. And what is this niche? Well, that would be the Monsters coloring book. Now, Monsters coloring books are a booming category on Amazon, and they feature fun, imaginative designs of creatures like dragons, aliens, and mythical beasts. These books appeal to kids, teens, and even adults who love creative, stress-relieving activities. The demand is high, parents and gift givers are always searching for unique, engaging coloring books, yet the competition is surprisingly low, making it easy for your books to stand out. But you might be thinking, do I need to draw these monsters myself? And the answer is no, not at all. In fact, I'm going to show you how you can get started making these books in a simple and easy way that doesn't require any design skills whatsoever, no experience, no problem. So why should you start creating monster coloring books? Well, it's simple because this niche combines high demand, low competition, and simple creation processes, allowing you to publish books quickly and profit consistently. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to research, create, and publish a monsters coloring book to start earning passive income as soon as possible. With that being said, let's get started. Now, if we take a look on Amazon at this niche, the monsters coloring book, we're going to see a lot of books here selling very, very well. Now, if we skip these sponsored products, we can see that on this row right here, we have one book, two books, three books that are independently published books, meaning KDP books, meaning books that were made by people like you and I. We have them ranked at 240,000, as we can see right there. This one's 163,000, as we can see right there. And this one is at 231,000, as we can see right there. All very good selling books. And we can see all the way through the first page, just a lot of books here selling very, very well. There's even this one right here, adorable, creepy coloring book, 74,000 BSR. And just go all the way to the very end. And we can see that even on the very last row, we're gonna have this book right here, Monster Alphabet, ranked at 236,000. This cute monsters coloring book, 290,000. And the thing I want you to notice is that a lot of these books are not that high quality. I mean, look at this book right here. Look at the cover. It doesn't really stand out. It looks like something that was made with AI. And that could actually be said with a lot of books in this niche. But that's exactly why I am recommending this niche, is because it's going to be an easy niche to get into. Now, if we go back up top and look at some of these numbers, we're going to see with Titan's quick view, the niche score is 67, total results 3,000, average bestsellers rank 378,000. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but what does that actually mean? Well, the first thing that I always look for has to do with the search results, because this is going to tell me how competitive a niche is. And for that, I'm looking for search results that have about 1,000 or less, because this is going to tell me that the niche is not too competitive, which gives my book a chance at getting ranked on the first page of Amazon, where the majority of sales happen. Now, back on Amazon, if we take a look at the total results, 3,080, well above that 1,000 or so that I'm looking for. So I know that this particular keyword is going to be a little bit too competitive. I'm not really going to have a fair chance at getting my book ranked here for this specific keyword to be shown on this first page. But that's okay, because I actually did the research and found a sub niche that you could enter that's going to be a lot less competitive. And that would be the adorable, creepy monsters coloring book. Now, this is still in the monsters coloring book niche. However, it's niche down. As we can see, the total results, 256. So well below that 1,000 that I'm looking for, which means that there's going to be a way better chance here at getting a book ranked on the first page so that it can be seen and it can be sold. Now, the next thing that I look for has to do with demand. There's no point putting a book up on Amazon if nobody is interested in it and no one is buying that type of book. So in order to judge demand, I'm looking for 3 or more KDP books that all have a bestsellers rank of 300,000 or below, because this is going to tell me that these books are consistently selling, which means that there's some sort of demand here. Now back on Amazon, if we take a look at the first page, I always skip these sponsored products like this. But if we look at this first book, Adorable Creepy Monsters, independently published with a bestsellers rank of 15,603, this is a high performing book in this niche. And then we go to the next one, Adorable Creepy Monsters, 141,000 bestsellers rank, another good selling book. And we go to the next one after that, independently published, just recently ranked at 353,000. So another good selling book. Now we have this one right next to it, ranked at 1 million. But if we go and look through the rest of the first page, we're going to see some other good selling books, 343,000. This one's ranked at 74,000. This one's at 223,000. So as we can see, all throughout this first page, a lot of books selling well below that 300,000 BSR that I'm looking for. Now, the last thing that I look for is actually pretty simple, and I use the help of Titan's Quick View for this, and it's simply just a niche score of at least 50. So the last thing, obviously the niche score here, Titan's Quick View, this says 54, that's above the 50 that I'm looking for. So all those three things tell me that there's a lot of potential here for success. The competition is low, demand is there, and the niche score validates that. So what's actually the next step? Well, the next step is actually to look at some of these books. Now let's take a look at this book. This is the Adorable Creepy Monsters coloring book. If we look at the cover, a very simple black background cover with just looks like an AI inspired or an AI art generated image that's been put on the cover here. If we look at the back real quick, we can see 4 pages of the interior. And honestly, it really looks like it came from AI. But if I go ahead and look at the ratings, 456 ratings, 4.6 overall, 5 stars, 79% of 5-star. This book is performing very, very well and is priced at $9.99. Now, this is your 8.5 by 11 inch book, not that square 8.5 by 8.5 inch bold and easy coloring type. This is your traditional type of coloring book. So this one features 50 coloring pages. And if we take a look at this graph, we go all time, we can see from the moment that it was published, it actually sold pretty well. So this book has been a top seller for a long time, for a couple of years now. So this is just the power of KDP. Once you make a book that really resonates with buyers, they just keep buying it and you just keep selling books. Now let's look at the interior. So here is one of the coloring pages. Notice it's more grayscale, not complete black and white. So there's a lot of improvements here that can be made with this type of coloring page. And if we look closer at that back cover, we can see the same thing. It's more of a grayscale type coloring page, not really black and white. However, it is selling very, very well. So if we could create similar types of images, then maybe we can share in some of these sales that this publisher is experiencing. If we take that bestsellers rank of 15,603, plug it into this KDP book sales calculator, we can see the estimated book sales to be about 510 per month. Now, if we head on over to Amazon KDP's royalty calculator and plug in all the numbers here, 8.5 by 11, 106 page count, list price $9.99, we're going to get an estimated royalty on the Amazon.com marketplace of $3.15. Now, just keep in mind with the new pricing change, if you price your books lower, even 1 cent lower than $9.99, look what happens. It goes from $3.15 all the way to $2.15. So if you are doing coloring books, think about pricing your books starting at $9.99, unless you don't care about getting your royalties slashed. Now, if we go ahead and take our handy dandy calculator, put $3.15 in here, multiply it by the 510 estimated book sales per month, and we're gonna get a total of $1,606.50 every single month in book royalties for this one single book. Now, there are a lot of ways to create this type of book. You could hire someone on Fiverr to create this for you, or you could try to hand draw it yourself. But like I told you in the beginning of the video, I'm going to show you a fast, simple, and easy way to start creating this type of book that requires none of that, no experience required, and so that you can get a book up and running onto KDP in the quickest amount of time possible. Now I'm going to use Nurier Creator to create this book. This is a easy tool to use, very good for beginners to get started creating coloring books. Now there are a lot of options here that you can choose from, but I'm really just focused on AI generation. I just want to create these images. Now this next tab is just simply how do you want to create the prompts? Do you want a DFY or a done for you method, or the freestyle where you know exactly what you want to write for your prompts? Now I use DFY and it's going to ask a main character description. You want to keep this to a minimum because all of your prompts is going to work better if you have less than 10 words. So I chose adorable creepy monster. Now you can play around with these prompts. You can use ChatGPT to come up with more descriptions, but I just want to show you what this program is capable of. So what I did is I went ahead and chose the same prompt, but I chose different art styles. But the ones that I decided to showcase are the kawaii style, pop art, hygge, cartoon, grotesque zombie, clip art, comic, zen doodles, anime, and the surreal style. And so the next part is really just to choose a background or no background. For this type of book, I didn't really want a background. And then the image size. So as you can see, all of the images here, you have your 8.5 by 11. That's what I chose. And the line thickness, I chose thick, but you can choose thin and medium as well. Now, all you have to do is hit generate images. It takes a couple minutes, but this is what I came up with. Now with that first one, adorable creepy monster in a kawaii style, not really what I'm looking for. They do look pretty clean. Now, if we look at the pop art style, this is looking a little bit better, but I'm still looking for something a little bit more creepy. Now, if we go here to the hygge style, a little bit better here. The monster's getting a little bit more creepy. And then the next one is a cartoon style, not really what I'm looking for. And you're gonna have to play around with the prompts to get exactly what you like. The grotesque zombie style is getting a little bit better. This is going to be something that I could probably use, especially this last one right here. Now, the next one is a clip art style. Now, this is more so what I'm looking for. This is kind of the vibe that I'm looking for, the style. Now, the next one is a comic style, not really what I'm looking for. And then we have the zen doodle style right here. It's not really what I'm looking for either. Now, if we look at the last 33 to 40, this one didn't come out anywhere near what I'm looking for. And also the surreal style is not really what I'm looking for. So looking at all of these images and all of these art styles, I'm gonna play around with the grotesque zombie style, as well as this clip art style, which is actually looking very, very good. Now, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and open up Canva. If you don't have an account, you can open up a free account. The link is down below, and do a custom size for 8.5 by 11 inches, create that new design. And now we can start putting this book together. Now, typically with a coloring book, the first page is always going to be a book belongs to page. So if we add a heading right here and then just type that in, this, and then we can go ahead and just resize it. Make it bigger if we want, put it in the middle here. And then what we can do is we can look for a font that does well with this type of coloring book. So maybe this font right here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to go to effects and hit hollow and see what it looks like. And I actually really like that. So we're gonna go ahead and stick with that. And then go here to elements, find this line shape right here, put it on the bottom and just stretch it to the other side. And then there you go. This book belongs to add a page. This is going to be the back side to the first page. You don't really want to put anything on the back side because of bleed through purposes. And then so add another page. So every odd page, so page 3, page 5, page 7, this is where you're going to want to put those images that you got from Nurier Creator. Now I've gone ahead and uploaded those images onto Canva, which is going to just make it easy for me to pick and choose the images that I want. So for example, let's go with this one right here, put it on the page and just stretch it out until it takes up the majority of the page. Keep in mind the margins here. And then there you go. So add another page. This is going to be the backside to this page. Add another page and then pick another one there that you like, and then just fill in the book until you have about 100 pages, and then you'll be good to go. Now here's the start of my coloring book. This is only 17 pages, but if I needed more images, which I do, all I'm gonna do is go back to Nurier Creator, hit generate images, and as you can see, generation has started. Wait a couple minutes, and then grab more images from here and put them in my book. Now, once I have about 100 pages, I'm gonna go ahead and save this and get it ready for KDP upload. In order to do that, all you do is you hit share, hit download this as a PDF print, choose all pages, and download this as CMYK. Now, if you have the free Canva, you can use RGB and just hit download and it'll be ready to upload to KDP. Now, to create the cover, Nurier Creator also has a cover generator. And all you have to do is choose the book size, the page count, 100. I chose a black cover color and my cover title, Adorable Creepy Monsters Coloring Book. You can choose to have an author. I omitted that. The title color, I wanted white, and then a short description of your cover. So I just did Adorable Creepy Monster in a clip art style. And this is what it came up with on the first try. As you can see, pretty good looking cover. And if I just wanted to generate another one, I just have to wait a couple seconds. It'll generate me a new front cover, which is this one right here, and another good cover here that can be used on a coloring book. And then all you would need to do is to download the PNG or generate the PDF. If you generate the PDF, it'll be ready to upload straight onto KDP. Well, that's it. Your roadmap to earning $1,600 a month with Monsters coloring books on Amazon KDP. If you want to check out Nurier Creator as well as more KDP resources, I'll have the links in the description down below. This niche is your chance to build a passive income stream with minimal effort and great potential. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell for more Make Money Online content. Also, drop a comment with your questions or progress. I'm here to support your success. With that being said, thanks for watching. Bye for now.